Ramadan Mubarak to everyone. Today is the first day of Ramadan in the UAE and we wish you all a blessed holy month. So of course, today our hot topics were all about the holy month in the UAE and the changes you're kind of going to observe across the holy month, which we're going to talk about a lot over the next couple of weeks.
Exactly. Ramadan Kareem to everyone. And today's show was so much fun. We had Shreyas Mehta on. He spoke about his fashion line. We spoke about his modeling days. We spoke about superstitions. So for all of that, make sure to listen to the podcast and subscribe to wherever you're listening from.
Thanks, guys.
One.
Ramadan Kareem, welcome to the Lovin Dubai show. Our top stories today: Dubai's Crown Prince wishes everyone a blessed Ramadan with this most beautiful message.
And Dubai RT announced new timings for public transport during Ramadan.
Acts of racism or discrimination in the UAE can land you fines of up to 2 million dirham.
And make suggestions and complaints to the government in less than 2 minutes, and we'll tell you how.
And if you're a fan of reality TV, we have a star of Love Without Borders. He's a model, actor, and now fashion designer. Shreyas Mehta joining us later in the show. But before we get into all of that, Simran, can you please explain to me what a good superstition is? Because you've confused me.
Okay, so...
Wildly confused.
Wildly confused? Okay, so we have good superstitions and bad superstitions, right? Like,
okay.
Bad superstitions being like if you see a black cat, or if like a mirror falls, or a mirror breaks, or if you walk under a ladder, or if you step on a crack, you break your mother's back. Like, oh my God, all these ones like really stress me out because I'm very, very superstitious. So I was like, Googling good superstitions because I'm just only thinking about the bad ones.
Okay.
So I have a couple that I know now that are really good. Do you know any that are good superstitions?
I just don't know what you class as... I don't think... I used to be very superstitious to the point that, for example, if my... I don't even want to say it. Okay, I'm just going to say it. If my top was inside out, I would have to keep it inside out for the entire day.
Okay.
And then I thought, and then someone gave me a reality check and they were like, you can't just walk around with an inside out top thinking that that's going to bring you good luck by not changing it. So I've just thrown them all out the window apart from the odd touch wood.
Touch wood. There's no wood here, but I mean, yeah, there's touching wood. That's good luck, I guess. And I you know what? Like some things are the sign from the universe, you know, it's like a sign, like an omen from the universe, like good things are coming your way or bad things are coming your way. I get people who give you a reality check and go like, wait, that's just a top, you know, it's just a piece of garment, or like that's just an animal. What could an animal possibly have to do with the events that unfold in your life? But it's like an omen.
No.
You know what I'm saying? No,
I can't get behind it.
How can you not get
because
behind it?
I don't want
it's
to.
Like
I don't want to think that that's going to deter the course of my day.
Can I give you a series of events that have unfolded?
Sure.
Due to these bad omens. Okay, so So my sister, one day she dropped salt. That same day when we went horse riding, she broke her arm. I saw a black cat.
If you allow these things to sink in to your mind, that's like manifesting something bad to happen.
No.
Yes.
It's just a sign. It's like a sign. Listen, something bad is coming your way. Be ready. Be armed. Go into the battlefield cautious.
So don't go horse riding?
Don't step out of the house. Don't step out of the house.
You're saying if someone drops salt, for how long? Like, what's the time limit on these things?
People say like years and stuff, but I feel like that's too much. I think it's like within the week, possibly something bad can happen. Not like within the week. Like
what's a good superstition? Because I don't want to dwell on the bad.
Okay, yeah, the good stuff, right? So it's like if you find a 4-leaf clover, like the Irish luck. Lucky you.
Here I am. I was born in a bed of 4-leaf clovers.
Were you?
Everyone in Ireland is. That's why things go so well for us.
You lucky chaps. And what else? Like, we have if like a bird poops on your windshield or on your head or something, it's apparently good luck.
No, that's a great positive mindset. When something really bad happens, you just say it's good luck. I cannot get behind it. Are you guys, that's a sign thing, right? Or are you into signs?
Are you into signs? Yeah.
Like when you look up in the sky, you're like, oh, that's,
It's like imagine you get proposed to and then a black cat just pass us by. You say no to the proposal right there, right then. You say no. Shut the guy down. Walk away. Or shut the girl up, whatever it is. Walk away.
Your opinions are too strong on this. You need to pull it back. You need to pull it back. What if you broke a mirror?
Oh my God. Oh my God. Like, just prepare for the worst if you've broken a mirror. I'm telling you, like, nothing is going to go right.
I cannot get behind this. There's two types of people in this world. Like, I used to, and then I just thought, reality check.
No, I mean, yeah.
Get yourself a reality check. If you can't go outside of the house after you break a mirror, you need to just swivel on that.
I would literally sit at home.
You need to manifest positive thoughts. I think bad things are not going to happen.
Manifestations. How well has that worked out for us and our stocks?
Pretty good.
And our investments. For you, yeah.
Well, because I have the story. Oh, wait, let's just go into that story. We could go on and on about positive mindsets. Our top story today. Today is the first day of Ramadan. Ramadan Kareem to all, and I'm sure you've seen the numerous beautiful messages that have gone on throughout social media from friends, family, work colleagues, and of course all the way up to Dubai's Crown Prince, His Highness Sheikh Hamdan bin Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum. Crown Prince of Dubai shared the most beautiful message on social media to announce Ramadan. The video shows the Burj Khalifa and the crescent moon, and he added the caption, "Congratulations on the holy month. May Allah accept our fasting, night prayers and good deeds."
Yes, so the video is already viral, racking up hundreds of thousands of views in mere hours, and it's just one of the many messages to announce the beginning of the blessed holy month. And sunset today is at 6:31 p.m. and marks the beginning of the first breaking of the fast. Very auspicious day. And the visuals shared by Sheikh Hamdan are just so stunning, and anything with the crescent moon, it's just so beautiful. And thank you to everyone tuning in on our IGTV. Someone said good morning from Bahrain. Ramadan Kareem. So Ramadan Kareem to you guys.
Amazing. It's the beginning of the holy month, and we have a lot of news related to that in terms of how the city will change in terms of timings and updates. And this leads us into our next story. We're talking about public transport in the UAE.
So yes, Dubai RTA announced new timings. Now Dubai's Roads and Transport Authority RTA have announced revised timings for the metro, buses, tram, parking and the Happiness Center service for the month of Ramadan. So as for parking, a new fee will be applied to all parking zones from Monday to Saturday, which will be from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. and the second shift will be from 8 p.m. until 12 midnight. So parking will essentially be free around the city from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. and then 12 a.m. to 8 a.m. And you're free and of course, like for Sunday, the entire day parking is free,
which we love. As for Dubai Metro timings, take note of the following. Dubai Metro Monday to Thursday, the red and green line stations. By the way, if you're watching from the Metro, shout out to you. Good morning. We love you. I have to be doing the exact same thing on the Metro. I love just tuning in, switching off the outside of the world. Red line and green line stations 5 a.m. until midnight Friday, and red line and green line stations 5 a.m. until 1 a.m. the next day. If you want the specific timings on all of this, it was shared by the RTA, and we'll also have it on our Instagram in a little bit. Saturday, red line and green line stations 5 a.m. until midnight, so the hours have been lengthened. And then Sunday, red line and green line stations 8 a.m. until 12 midnight. So take note of the change timings, which will be across the entire holy month to make way for people's different schedulings.
Exactly, and be aware of these timings and do pass them on to your friends and family, because not a lot of people are aware of like parking changes, and that's when a lot of I think motorists get fines when they have parked assuming that parking is free after 10 p.m. but now that's changed. So just be super mindful of that, and let those around you who drive be aware of these timings.
And just in terms of the metro, the water taxi times have changed as well, and potentially the bus. So for the specifics, depending on how you get to work via public transport, the RTA has updated all of that, and that kicks off today until the end of the holy month. Now, jumping into our next story, you can now make suggestions, complaints, and comments to the government in less than 2 minutes. This is a new tool announced by the government by His Highness Sheikh Hamdan bin Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, Crown Prince of Dubai. It's called 04. This is a number you want on speed dial, even though it doesn't work. You don't need to make the call, which I love. It's not a phone call. It's a messaging system, which I love. It's a platform to improve customer engagement and elevate the government experience.
So he tweeted, we introduced the 04 platform, which showcases 40 government entities. Dubai is creating a new model for the future government, where customers play a pivotal role as strategic partners in designing government services.
And using it is so simple. So you basically can log on to 04.gov.ae, and in 3 very simple steps, your voice will be heard. This is a direct communication with frontline officials, and how they've stated it is comments. You might have a comment you wish to make. Suggestions.
Oh.
I know Simran has dropped some incredible suggestions over the years on this show. Now you have the platform to get directly to frontline officials. Whatever it may be, you can make your suggestion. And the best thing about this city is someone actually listens. You know what I mean? So there's a lot of construction going on at the moment in terms of roads. There's a lot of traffic because they are solutions to the traffic. Although hard it is to believe when you're sitting in like a 4-day-hour wait, we know it's tricky. But they're working on solutions. But you can make your comments, your suggestions, and your complaints directly to frontline officials on the new 04 platform. Get to know it.
When you said that,
it's going to be packed.
It's going to be packed.
Yeah.
With a list of suggestions and complaints. Oh yeah, from me.
from all of us. I mean, I'm jumping on it. You know, why not?
Oh, what is your first feedback / suggestion?
Well, interesting. I love the Green Space Initiative. So my comment would be, which areas is it going to be rolled out? Because I'm potentially moving soon. I want to know where to go.
Oh, are you moving soon?
Yeah.
Oh, where to?
We don't. Well, who knows? Maybe they'll let me know.
So things I would suggest would be moving the free parking from Sundays to Saturdays, number 1.
You know, I get a lot of free parking on Sundays, and I'm always, oh, it's great, it's free, it's Sunday. And I know we've had this discussion before.
You're a Sunday free parker.
I'm a Sunday driver. On Saturdays, I'm usually kind of like out, not driving. Sundays, driving.
You're home on Saturdays and you're not home
No, I'm
on
out
Sundays?
on Saturdays.
Exactly.
But usually I take a taxi.
Oh.
You know? And then Sundays is more my errand day. So therefore, driving to, you know, doctor, salon, wherever that may be.
So you fall in that 10% of the population. What about the 90%?
How do you know it's the 10%?
Who is out on Saturdays, running errands on Saturdays, and Sundays they're just home and they're ordering in instead of, like, you know, running around doing errands. You know?
How do you? Can I just get the survey of that 90% versus 10% Saturday versus Sunday parking?
It's like when you're a Dubai born and bred and raised kid, you just know the habits and ins and outs of the people's you know, routines in the city.
I don't know. Saturday. I don't know if I subscribe to that. I don't know if it's 90% versus 10%. Well, the powers that be.
Not even 90%.
The powers that be.
93% versus 7%.
The powers that be have decided that Sunday is free parking day, and I'm all for it. So thank you very much, RTA, for listening to the V's of this world.
Okay, so we have the 04 platform now, where I'm going to get in touch and I'm going to be like Saturdays, and also, of course, to make cabs free, metros free, trams free, buses free.
Public transport is
free.
Very affordable in the city for the level of service. How convenient it is, hours-wise, how clean it is. It's amazing.
No, of course, but it's like if you can give them suggestions, why not? Anyway.
So it's like, this is what I wanted, my perfect dream life. Happy weekend, or happy Thursday to everyone that's tuning in. Let's jump into our next story.
So acts of racism or discrimination in the UAE can land you with fines of up to 2 million dirhams. Now, racism in workplace is a serious issue that can significantly negatively affect employees, now the company's reputation and overall business performance. Hence, with the UAE zero tolerance policy on such violations, strict rules and regulations are in place to combat all forms of discrimination, including racism, to create a safe and inclusive workplace that values diversity and equality.
Now, one of the primary legal authorities that regulate discrimination in the UAE is the Federal Decree Law number 2 of 2015 on combating discrimination and hatred.
Now, this law is quite comprehensive, covering all forms of discrimination, including hate speech and blasphemy, and extends to the workplace. Of course, all this information was shared by the U.S. attorney, Ludmila, and in case of violation of the law, the penalty can include imprisonment of not less than 5 years and or a monetary penalty of no less than 500,000 dirhams and up to 2 million dirhams.
Furthermore, the UAE labour law also includes an express provision on equality and non-discrimination, which states that discrimination is forbidden based on ethnicity, race, sex, religion, national origin, social status, or disability. It is also prohibited to discriminate among people working in the same job. Furthermore, those found guilty of slander or hurling racial slurs will be subject to severe consequences here in the Emirates.
So to report acts of discrimination in your workplace, contact the Community Development Authority in Dubai, which is the CDA, on the toll-free number 800-2121 or email at human_rights@cda.gov.ae. So if you guys are dealing with anything of such at your workplace, just know that the government and the rules are, of course, in your favor and very much there to protect you. So do get in touch with the authorities and the right entities, and they'll help you out.
And as you said, I think this information came from Ludmila, who was on this show only last week. Following lawyers' pages, I just think is so great in this country, because it kind of like keeps you abreast of all of the information that you need to know about, whether it's visas, and it's kind of like they're very up to date in their information, and also they do it in bite-sized format. So if you're reading the federal decrees, sometimes they can be quite wordy, quite
with jargons and so much, like you cannot decipher what's written.
No, but we have some great contacts like Lovilla, also Omar Al-Helu, who we've had a friend of the show as well, and they really kind of deliver to you in bite-sized format. And these guys are great on social media, and it's like part of their business almost. So if you ever have a question, I would just like DM them, maybe get some free legal advice out of it. Don't tell them I sent you.
And the best thing about Ludmila, over the weekend, she has like these live sessions on TikTok. So people actually question and like send in their questions to her, and she just gives free legal advice and explanations as to what they're asking. Like if you want an explainer on a certain law or certain regulation, she gives those out.
Amazing. What a service. Guys, do stay tuned. We're going to be joined in about 2 minutes with model and actor turned fashion designer and star of Love Without Borders, Shreyas Mehta is going to be with us right after this. Welcome back to Lovin Dubai Show. We're joined by model, actor, reality star, now turned fashion designer Shreyas Mehta, who recently dropped his very first collection of new clothing line, Flash Mob. Welcome to the show. We're so excited.
Thank you so much for having me. Thank you so much.
Not at all. Thank you for coming.
Welcome. With this height, with those looks, have you ever tried out modeling?
So initially 10 years, I remember 10 years back when I landed in Dubai, I used to just work as a runway model. But that's actually how I started my career though. And yeah, things just went like because of modeling was the time I actually started developing an interest in clothes and fashion. And yeah, that's how things have changed now.
So you have been a model for how long? No, I know, I was kidding.
So initially I remember in college, I used to study media, and they had a course on fashion design as well. So at that point was the time, like I used to always be picked up by the other students. Just can you wear this outfit for us, and can we click pictures? And after that, I started modeling seriously. And then I got in Dubai. I came to Dubai, and at that point there was Fashion Forward and all the fashion weeks that used to happen. And so I used to do quite a lot of modeling. And then I realized that actually I'm interested in clothes more than walking the ramp and posing. And I mean that's fun, but that's also boring. I mean, it's really hard to keep a still face and walk for like 12 steps or 20 steps back. That's how I started having more fun in clothes and styling, and yeah.
Was the modeling scene at that time competitive?
Oh yeah. So at that time, I feel Dubai, the modeling situation is always a bit competitive because we have people from all over the world. So it's great because there's a lot of diversity. And there's a mixed set of a variety in terms of expressions, in terms of different aspects in modeling. So it was really competitive back then, because if you got to stand out in your own country, then you come here, and over here even the competition level the benchmark is even higher.
Interesting.
But I think times change and things are getting more and more, and Dubai is so close to be a fashion capital now.
Agreed.
That's so interesting. You would say that the competition in Dubai is comparatively more, because I would think like compared to India, where it's like it's such a big population and everyone is just so keen on joining the fashion entertainment industry, you would think the competition there would be super severe. And in Dubai, it would like comparatively would be much less.
Initially, back when I was in India in Bombay, I thought that. But then what I realized is in India, so the competition in the modeling industry compared to the Bollywood and the acting industry is a bit lesser, because the intention of every person who wants to be a model in India is eventually to turn out to be an actor. So, and yeah, the population is huge. But then in Dubai, there's variety. I mean, there's people look different because they want different cultures. And if you compare in terms of volume, in terms of mass, yes, India is high, but the real actual competition in terms of when we're talking people who know their work and they're competing is Dubai.
You've been model, actor, fashion designer, which we'll get to. I want to talk a little bit about reality TV, because you were a star in Bravo TV's Love Without Borders, in case you guys haven't watched it. I want to know about Gabby. I want to know about her meeting your parents, and I want to know where you are now. Can you tell people what Love Without Borders is?
So Love Without Borders is basically a series which is just, the entire season is just on air on Bravo TV. And so we had literally shot this a year back, exactly at the same point of whatever like episodes you see. And the concept of the show is basically there was 5 American singles who's supposed to travel to some part of the world. And like, I was the one representing Dubai, but I had no clue who or what or how what kind of person is going to get in. And you're supposed to live together for a span of 3 months.
So,
yeah.
Whoa. That's so intense.
And I mean, I was just literally when my match was just about to enter, I was in such a, I'm like, is she human? Is she not scary? Is she okay? Like, is she normal? Is she what? Like, there's so many questions that turn up, and the show experience for me was pretty different because I got matched with 2 girls. The first one didn't work out at all.
Give us the tea.
So I mean, there's a lot of differences, and before things got ugly, she was asked to go back, and so after she was sent back, I was clueless about what's going to happen with me. And so later, Gabby is basically from Jersey, and she got here, and that was actually a breath of relief and totally. But this was already 1.5 months past of me living in misery. Yeah. So things were great, but what happens is, so it's not practical to, like, if you're looking for a relationship, what me and Gabby decided is, so things were great. Gabby, in fact, was here last month. She was staying with me for a while. And it's really hard to manage the timing with such a big distance. I mean, if it's okay, if like in London or when we're talking about a 6 or 4 hour difference. But like right now, it might be late night there for when we start our day. So it's a little tough.
The reality of actually
the reality of reality
TV is. Yeah. So do you think the show was more about drama? Because they weren't, how are you actually going to have a relationship with this person if they live in the States?
So I think it was their first season. So this is the same production house that has done Love is Blind or on Netflix, or like Bravo TV must have seen a lot of Real Housewives, all of the same. So this was their first experiment, whether things do work out in such a situation. And for us, we were like the guinea pigs who were supposed to try it. And so it was, I don't think the intention was giving out drama. The intention was trying out something different that hasn't been done. And now it's a learning that it's a tough experience altogether. I mean, only the difficult part is in case you get connected to the person on the show and the show is done, we all still got our lives and we still got to live. So what about that after? So that is something I think they must have learned and they're still working on, but it was a good experience. It was an experience.
You know what? We saw this clip of Gabby meeting your parents, and they were so excited. And I was just like, that is not a typical reaction from Indian parents to like a non-Indian girlfriend / partner, you know.
Your mom is so cute, by the way.
Oh, is she? So basically, my parents. So I live with my parents, and my parents are very open-minded. I mean, my parents know all of my girlfriends, all of my worst behavior or my best behavior or all of it. So we're a very open family, and we don't have to. So for them to accept the fact that Gabby was here, and my parents can't fake, because with the first girl's name was Gulreen. She was also good with my parents, and my parents actually liked her. But Gabby had a different energy, and I think more than them getting happy with her, she was the one who was so happy to have them.
Okay.
So it was great.
So what we're taking away from this is that Shreyas Mehta, who is an actor / model / fashion designer, is now single.
Yeah.
And are you wearing something from your own line,
Yes,
which is
yes.
Flash Mob Nation?
Yeah. This is basically a shirt from my collection called Party Criminal. Cool. It's a part of Flash Mob. Yeah. Because since last week I've decided.
Party Criminal.
Yeah. If you go on the website, you'll see a variety of different collections that we have. So I've just decided last week I'm just going to start wearing Flash Mob.
If I had my own fashion brand, I would solely be wearing it, and I would have a big stamp on my forehead saying, I created this. Tell us about how you jumped into fashion design. I know you understood clothes from an early age, but how did you actually decide, wow, I'm going to make my own line?
So I used to work model in Dubai was not always a full-time. It's never a full-time job for anyone. So I used to work as a fashion buyer for almost 10 years with a company. And over then I decided, now I think I had the best job. I mean, my job was, I had to travel every second month to all the fashion weeks across the world, shop. It was like a dream job.
Hectic.
No, it was hectic, but it's like, yeah. But then what I realized, like, it's getting me too comfortable in my space. And if not at this point and I always wanted to do something by myself, like in my own clothing line. So I'm like, if not now, then it's going to be too late. And you always need to step out of your comfort zone to actually, it's like a trial. It's scary, but I mean, imagine like you're just perfect in your life and you just want to try out something new. So I was like, okay, let me take the step. And that's how I decided to start Flash Mob.
Interesting. How important would you say it is to step out of your comfort zone? Because there's this movie dialogue that if you don't get out of the place where you're stuck in for too long, like if you don't step out of your comfort zone, you'll start having regrets later in life. Do you believe that to be true?
Absolutely. And I feel it's a step to growth. I mean, it's scary. It is... It's totally crazy, actually, because imagine you're in a space where everything is just correct and just right. Why would a person want to step out? I mean, nothing is wrong in my life. But then that is a problem, because we all have dreams. So we just got an option. We can just dream about it, or actually get out of the routine, which we all are happy with, and actually do something about it. And to do something about it, it's never going to be comfortable.
True. I love that. And you're sitting before us today wearing your line. But the thing is, I think sometimes becoming an entrepreneur, people make it look easy. So you're sitting here and you're wearing your fashion, which looks amazing. But like, what were some of the challenges to get to this point?
So I initially, when I thought about starting it, it was just like flowers and roses about the dreams. Like, what? But when I actually stepped in, oh my God! I mean, I had to travel to source. You got to buy just the fabric from a place. So we buy it from Turkey. Then you actually have to get it made from another place. Then you have to find a tailor, then a person who prints it.
Oh wow!
Then this might look like a shirt, but it starts from a white fabric to a black ink to these buttons out here.
You're so invested in every little detail.
And when you're just starting up, you got to do everything by yourself. I mean, I didn't have like a huge team backing up, or it was just me, my sister. So my sister was also I have a younger sister. Her name's Gauri. She was also a buyer. She used to have her taste in women's wear. So both of us were like literally putting a white fabric in a drawing of a shirt, drawing it by a hand, and that's how we've made over now 95 styles. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, for our first collection.
Incredible. Congratulations.
Oh, thank you.
Well, what is the combination? Because I get a lot of like high fashion meets street fashion from your collection, from what I saw on Instagram. So is that what your collection is? Like, what is an amalgamation of?
So basically, it's a high fashion and a mix of a street. When we call it street, we're focusing more on a loose fit. So we even make simple hoodies, but they're going to be like falling off their shoulder, really loose. So we're not aiming on a customer who is a very safe player in fashion. Because even if you just buy a white T-shirt, you're still going to stand out because it's going to be something different. That's the reason because my intention was always a person wearing a flash mob will definitely get a compliment and stand out from the crowd. Because this could have been a simple white shirt.
Yeah.
But we tried something crazy, something stupid, something wild. So anything we've made, each and every garment, there is something different than the normal fashion. So.
Well, as Simran said, I reiterate, massive congratulations. We love an entrepreneur story here on the show, 100%. So if people want to find you, we also were going to play a game, but if people want to find you or if they want to find your brand, what's the best way they can do that?
So they can find me on Instagram on Shreyas_Mehta, or they can follow Flashmob at FlashmobNation, and our website is www.flashmobnation.com. That's where they want to shop. Please, I need their support and I need a feedback of how the garments are, how they come out, do they like it? No, because we're just starting up, so really hoping for the best.
I will be the first to trial them out, the female version.
Oh, thank you so much.
I love that you're asking for feedback as well, because obviously it's a small visit, it's so important. We're going to get some dating feedback from you right now.
Okay.
So we're going to play a game called Hot or Not. This is the dating edition. So we're going to name some scenarios, some topics, some scenes, and you have to, if you think it's hot, just say hot, and if you think it's not, you press the buzzer.
Okay.
Okay.
So not is the buzzer?
Yeah.
Hot is, I gotta say hot.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is Hot or Not with Shreyas Mehta. Do you want to take...
Okay, so waiting 48 to 72 hours before calling after a date.
Not
Not hot?
hot.
Okay. So how do you do it? Would you call right if the date's gone well?
If the date's gone well, I'll probably, after I'm dropping her back and on my way back, I'll even be on the phone at that point.
Oh, yes!
That's the energy we like. We love it. Cute. Long distance relationships.
Hot.
Hot?
Really?
What?
I mean, because that's always a new excitement that is built on when you see that person after a while. And initially a long distance will be the most important, because instead of seeing a person every day, you always have that spark rised up again and you see the person after a week, after a month, not after a year, I'll say. But
So you believe that distance makes the heart grow fonder?
yeah.
Okay. So staying in touch with your ex. Why? Why?
What's your answer? You're saying hot?
I
Are you
think
saying hot?
it's okay.
I mean, for me, I've not had. I don't think I'm in touch with any of my. No, I'm not in touch with any of my ex-girlfriends. Probably one, but it's not the same. I mean, you don't want to complicate your own life and the other person's life. If I'm in a relationship, it's really disrespectful, and in the space of my current girlfriend, and I can't be like, oh, that's my ex-girlfriend. How do you feel like? It's going to be really uncomfortable for both of them, and I feel it's a bit disrespectful also, unintentionally, because imagine my girlfriend would have introduced me to her ex-boyfriend, mentioning the fact that's my ex-boyfriend. I wouldn't feel the best. I mean, I wouldn't get offended by it. I'll appreciate that she's honest, but I won't be in my best space.
Interesting. The last one that we have time for, dating apps.
Oh, hot.
Okay.
Okay, that was really insightful information.
That was great. We really appreciate your time this morning, and it was so great to get to know you more. Guys, if you want to watch Love Without Borders, it's on Bravo TV, and of course, Flashmob Nation, just find it on social media.
Exactly.
Thank you.
Guys, that is all we have time for this morning on the Love and Dubai show. We're back with you tomorrow morning. Ramadan, goodbye from me.
Goodbye from me.
Goodbye, guys. Thank you.